the Christ, the revelation of Jesus as the Son of the living God. That is the double-barrel revelation upon which the church will be built, because the church was designed to reveal Christ. Have you gone to the book of Revelation? You will see 7 golden candlesticks, and Jesus was navigating in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks. Eventually, he interpreted the candlesticks to mean the church in Asia Minor. It means that it's only in the church that he can be animated, that you can encounter him firsthand. That's the infrastructure that is needed in order for him, like a hologram, to show forth himself. That's where you meet with the living Christ. And there's no apostle, no one qualified to be called an apostle that has not had a personal encounter with the living Christ. Because part of the apostle's business is to bear witness of the resurrection of Jesus. And how can you bear witness of him if you have not seen him alive? So in the university those days, we had this prayer group and we began to pray together. Then we were like 40 brethren, and then Satan began to attack us, our academics. And many people started, they say it's because of the prayer, that's why they are failing. Most people stopped coming for the prayer and they failed the more. Then we became 12. Those ones were not afraid of failure or anything. They just wanted Jesus. Then he began to show himself. I've forgotten the names of those sisters and those brothers. It's been a long time. And one of them prophesied about, never prophesied before. And Jesus seized her vocal cord, and she was slain on the floor. She began to speak. The prophecy was for like 1 hour, 30 minutes. And the subject was me. She stayed on that utterance. The atmosphere was a place of terror. The fear of the Lord had descended. We were just 12 people. Why do you invest your presence where 12 people are gathered? Why not? Meanwhile, the church across the road, they had 2,000 members and he wasn't there. Direction began to come. No one that was among those 12 people today that can deny Jesus. We looked upon him. We heard his voice. Many of us in that cycle, that was where we were healed of our infirmities. So the touch was strong enough to take away sickness. Whose touch was that? "12 people. Satan intensified the persecution. Intensified. We became 5. And as the numbers reduced, the intensity of his presence increased. Then I realized it was not about the numbers. The Lord has no restraint either to win with many or to conquer with few. That was where I received the spirit of revival. It was in the midst of about 5 to 12 people. That's where I received the spirit of revival. And I knew that my mission was to escalate revival in every city that I find myself until the day where I bow my head. It was amidst 5 people too. Please help me tell your neighbor the numbers don't matter. It's the one that grazes the occasion that matters. Our fellowship is with the Father. From that day I say I will not do this dead religion of church if God is not there. It can be 1 million people. If Jesus is not there, we know, because we were not so many. He came to us. That was when I knew that God will not set his word aside because of any generation. He can wipe all of us out and raise our children. The pastor was trying to tell me that, what were you preaching about the other day? What did I say? I raised my hand and I said, if there was any lady in the congregation that I've had any carnal knowledge of in the past, present, disgrace me. And I said that also on Facebook, that if Facebook people too, the whole world. So the pastor called me and said, what was that about? That 90% of pastors in this city have side chicks. So what are you, who do you want to change? So that's a bad day. If this was, I hope you know it was Satan speaking through, was animated, was Satan's voice that was uttered. If I had not encountered Jesus in that small company, I would believe that his words were wisdom. So the only security we have of the preservation of the destiny of the true church is that men are exposed to encounter Jesus live. Our fellowship is with the Father. Be careful, because we have seen many senior ministers that speak out of success. He's not speaking out of his knowledge of Jesus. He's driven in private jets for 20-something years. He has lost touch. So when it comes, he just begins to boast. So all through the preaching, you can't see Jesus. Just a boasting man that will die soon. A martyr. A martyr. My earthly dad was a great man. He was an intellectual in his time. When we visited Georgia, I never knew I would set foot on Georgia. That was where he schooled. We come back home, first position, he will look at you and say, you got first. Because he believes our education was not thorough. His nickname was a great mind. I saw him die.